So welcome back everybody to Genius Apple. This is the brainy guy. The energetic guy was in the past videos. Okay, I'm joking guys. Welcome back to another, I think it's maybe the 8th episode of book summaries and reviews. Okay, so today somebody in my family and somebody in the comments also told me that I should make a video for young children, a book review for young children. So I decided to get on with the most famous books for children from ages 5 to 10. I especially read these books at the age of 5 and I still read them. They are still gripping. It's your one and only Geronimo Stilton. Geronimo Stilton. So he's an amazing writer, though he's not the real writer, but obviously people have been told to believe that because nobody knows who the real writer is. We do know who Geronimo Stilton is. So let's talk a bit about the characters, and today I wanted to do a book review of this book that is, wait, did it come? Sorry, it did come for some reason. This book, yeah, it came now, right? Yeah. So this book that is The Curse of the Cheese Pyramid, written by Geronimo Stilton. So I want to give okay, I'm having a long flash. I should not do things like that. So let's talk a bit about the characters. So the first character, our main character, is Geronimo Stilton. He works for the most respected and popular newspaper in all of New Mouse City. Actually, it's Mouse Island completely, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so whether his newspaper is, I think it's the most shown in Mouse Island, yeah. It's the most famous newspaper on Mouse Island, especially in New Mouse City. And Geronimo Stilton, he runs it and he's an editor for the newspaper, which is the Rodent's Gazette. Gazette. Oh man, I'm going really crazy today. I can't pronounce words. Yeah, it's the Rodent's Gazette. Anyway, so he runs this newspaper. He's doing really well, but he's always dragged into crazy adventures either by his family, and he's a very generous person, so he likes to help people. So he really gets into trouble when he tries to do something good, or his family drags him into special kinds of adventures. He is not a traveling mouse. He says it in every video. He's seasick, taxi sick, even camel sick, like it happened in this book. He became camel sick. He's taxi sick. He's everything sick. Okay, air sick. So he's really a real feeble mouse, and he's a scaredy mouse, as he calls himself, a scaredy rat. Nice title, The Scary Rat. I'm kidding. Okay, I need to stop making jokes. So our next character is Thea Stilton. She is a correspondent for the Rodent's Gazette, and she is Geronimo's sister. Then we have Trap Stilton, who is Geronimo's cousin. He's really obnoxious. If you don't know what obnoxious means, look it up in the dictionary. He's really obnoxious. Geronimo cannot contemplate how to handle him. Then is Geronimo's very sweet nephew, Benjamin Stilton. He's smart, resourceful, and Geronimo really likes him. He's one person whom Geronimo would go to any lengths to do whatever he asked for. So in this book, The Curse of the Cheese Pyramid, what happens is grandfather William, he's the actual owner. He had opened the newspaper, which is now run by Geronimo, and he came back this time to make sure that Geronimo does not waste extra money. When Geronimo entered his office, in the morning, he got a phone call. He picked it up. He's like, "Wake up!" So he's like, "What?" And then he's like, "What happened?" And the phone gets cut. So he comes to his office, and he sees that his grandfather is sitting there. So then he grumbles at him, "Thanks for the wake up call." So his grandfather says, "You need to get in shape, grandson. You are spending way too much. You need to economize. Okay, grandfather William goes crazy, and why did I do that? I don't know. So he tells him that he needs to save money. When Geronimo looks around, he gets really scared. He sees that all his precious antique furniture, all his specially designed library, his priceless books, everything that he had paid lots of money for was gone. So he asked grandfather, and grandfather said, I sold it to a second paw dealer. Like they have paws, so second paw dealer, actually second hand, but we'll say second paw dealer. So he says, how much did you get it for? A grandfather waved like little amount of money in front of his head and said, not bad, huh? And Geronimo counted the money and went pale. He's saying, whoa, that is very, very less. Geronimo, he is really shocked by this development. So then he looks around and sees that his entire staff is not there. All the people are gone. So when he looks at grandfather, grandfather says, I fired them all. We don't need a staff. The entire company will be run by the Stilton family. At that same time, everybody walks in and he gives special kinds of work to everybody. Geronimo gets the labor job like sweeping and cleaning. So Geronimo just completely says, no, I will not do it. So grandfather says, okay, you will go to Egypt and you will, there's one person called Professor Albert Spitfire. You will meet up with him there, and he has a special ingredient which you will note down to make energy. Geronimo is really happy to go to Egypt. He's really wanted to go. So when he goes to the airport, he has got a ticket for DC Airlines. He doesn't know what is DC standing for. When he reaches the ticket center, he gives it, the person looks at him really with sympathy, like, why are you going in this flight? Geronimo does not understand anything. So then he goes, he understands DC stands for Dirt Cheap Airlines. So he gets really, really freaked out. He sees that the plane is completely in bad condition. The pilots are talking that one pilot forgot to fill the fuel, and the other guy is saying, okay, we'll just have to see how long we reach without fuel. I hope we won't have to make an emergency landing like every time. Geronimo is really freaked out. So when he reaches Egypt, he meets with the professor. They do a lot of talking, and then they go into a pyramid. There they have lots of different adventures, but grandfather, he's going really crazy. When Geronimo comes back, grandfather has booked a ship for him. He's really happy. He thinks it's going to be like a cruise liner, but it turns out to be a ship carrying dynamite. So he just moves on with the ship. He's seasick, like I told you. He's everything sick. In this book, he even becomes camel sick. He stays in the ship. He gets seasick. Finally, he reaches over there. He meets his old colleague, Shifty Paws. They get it, shift.t.paws. And if you join it, it's Shifty Paws. Shifty Paws. You know what shifty means, like, snide and, creepy, that kind of thing. So he's a really good friend of Geronimo's. If you read this book, that is Watch Your Whiskers, Stilton, then you'd know that he's a very good friend of Geronimo's. So he meets up with him, and then they have a plan to remove grandfather. Grandfather was deciding on setting a mechanism for the toilets so that the toilet door would open in 30 seconds. He said, if you're done, you're done. So they creep up behind him and they, use a phone call, and they say, hello, Mr. Stilton. We are calling from the Royal Line of Cruise something, blah, blah, blah. I'm joking. So they distract him into, thinking that he's going to go for a world tour. They tell him that he's going to have a free world tour across, and he would never come to know that they had all chipped in to make him fly away. So all the staff came back. Grandfather William was away. Everybody was happy. Suddenly he got a phone call from Albert Spitfire, and they have a little talk. I'm not telling you what happened in Egypt, because then I probably would have told you the whole book review, because in this video I gave away much more than I do in other videos. So that's all for this book review. I hope you liked it. Really, I do hope you liked it. And please like and subscribe to my channel. Why am I even doing this? Please like and subscribe to my channel. Share this video if you want some young people in your family to read such books. If you are trying to inspire some kids to start reading books, you should start out with Geronimo Stilton. Amazing stories. Now billions of books have popped up. Actually not billions, thousands of them. 1,000 books have popped up. It's an amazing, it's not actually a series, but amazing books, and I really love them. So guys, see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and comment whatever you want below. Actually anything, whatever you want. And see you tomorrow, people. Thank you for watching this video.